The MakeyMakey. It looks pretty scary, but all it takes are a few alligator clips and some creativity and you're ready to go. This is the board you use to make connections to other objects that conduct electricity. The first I decided to use was an apple, which is a symbol for knowledge. In class we talked about how writing in the alphabet causes separation of knowledge, freezing thought and pinning it down, becoming more removed from the human life world. Now wisdom may exist beyond any immediate time and location. The next object I decided to use was a mug filled with water. Humans are the fish floating around, and media is the water surrounding us. As we develop technology, it shapes our consciousness and society. We are so immersed that it is hard to fully understand the effects of current communications technologies. The mug says, "Oh, the places you'll go," nodding to the idea that by taking a historical look at previous transformations, we may better understand our future. Next, I decided to make a drawing of some of the different technologies that we discussed in class. First, in the middle, I drew a printing press. Then, to the right, I drew a television. Above, you can see the different time zones. To the left, there is the web. Then at the bottom, I drew the alphabet and hieroglyphics. Lastly, I decided to use change to represent the participation gap that we discussed in class. The pennies at the bottom represent lower income families who are less likely to produce and circulate their own media texts on the internet. The stack of other coins at the top represent the upper middle class members who have more of an advantage when it comes to accessing the internet at home. When touched, the apple will serve a rotating function. The water will accelerate downward. The technology drawing will move left. And the coins will move right. Though they have specific functions, they all ultimately work together. Using the MakeyMakey to instead control traditional arrow keys, which I will use to play Tetris. I decided to play Tetris because I think that it reflects several themes we have discussed in class. Communication is the act of maintaining and constructing the reality we live in, and in the game, you must use the pieces to construct complete horizontal rows. Also, Tetris can represent the concept that any act of cultural creation builds on what has come before, or that each new media is built upon older pre-existing media, changing not only how we access knowledge, but transforming the knowledge itself. I had a lot of fun playing Tetris in such a new way. Later, some of my friends even joined in to play, making it multiplayer as well. Now, we had to work together and communicate out loud in order to do well. New communication technologies not only change the way we interact with each other, but also change how we interact with the world around us.